The S&P 500 has been recovering very strongly, but if we're going to compare these corrections to Bitcoin, Bitcoin has been extremely weak. And on today's update video, I want to be talking about this structure on Bitcoin, which we're creating right now. I want to be talking about, obviously, the trades I'm currently taking, the biggest resistance for Bitcoin. What is right now the takes I have in this market right now? What is the best strategy to take? What is the next trade we're going to be taking, and so much more here. So don't forget to once again snap on that like button. Back above 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated. And let me jump straight away in today's update video. So to kick off the video, actually, Bitcoin has been trading in an ever so slight uptrend, right? And like mentioned in many videos before already, this red box of resistance has been and is still the most important resistance for Bitcoin. And this level exactly corresponds with the yearly open candle for Bitcoin. And like you can see out of history, this has been a level of major support, but most recently it's been a level of major resistance for Bitcoin. And every time so far we've retested this level, we've seen some major rejections. And ultimately, Bitcoin has been trading in a slight little downtrend right here. And truly, the moment where we're going to be breaking above this level right here, in my opinion, then we could start to see this next wave all the way up to about $106,000 to $7,000. But of course, like you know, if you've been following the channel, for me, it is too risky to say where the market is going to go towards right now due to multiple reasons. One of them is, for example, there's liquidity being built up on both directions. And the chart, of course, is showing a lot of weakness, especially if we're going to compare it towards the S&P 500, like I told you in the intro. And if I'm then going to be looking at Bitcoin, and in case we're going to be breaking this low right here, we're just going to see another continuation down. And in my opinion, if you're then zooming out there, the best possible area to accumulate Bitcoin is most certainly going to be around the 72K level. This is a level of major previous resistance on the market. And I personally think this is going to be a level in much interest for me. This is also a level where I personally would love to go long here in case we do see this level getting retested. It got us supported or basically rejected before, and now it's most likely going to provide support for about 8 months in a row here, which is, of course, absolutely massive. And right now for Bitcoin, we are seeing that we're hanging on this live support over here. In case we see the bounce back towards the top side, I do want to be interested in a short position. And in the case we are right now seeing a breakdown back to $70,000, that is where I am interested in opening up a long position on the market. So it's a very simple strategy. And obviously, I'm keeping everyone up to date, especially if we're going to come close towards these trades, in my VP Telegram group here, so make sure to join so by using the second link in today's video description. But already, guys, if you're interested in trading yourself here, there's an insane 25% fee rebate right now available by signing up an account to WeX using the first link below. And WeX is an exchange that lists a lot of pairs very quickly, so have good liquidity, and is, in my opinion, my favorite exchange to be trading on. So if you are interested in that, don't forget to check it out in the first link of today's video description, because also you'll get an insane 50% future bonus on your first deposit. Anyways, I am trying to keep this video a little bit shorter since it is also Sunday. And to be very honest, there's not a lot of stuff happening right now on the market. And truly what I'm just doing right now is a waiting game. I'm waiting till either Bitcoin is going to create a new price action so I can see the next direction, or I am basically waiting for either this pump towards the upside or this bounce to or this dump towards the lower side to basically make up my strategy here. But if you're basically a believer in the Bitcoin for your cycle, most of the charts are right now indicating we are indeed entering a bear market. But usually at the end stages of these cycles, we tend to see a lot of relief rallies. So in case this is going to be happening, obviously I want to be benefiting completely from it. So yes, Bitcoin does look a little bit more risky. And in my opinion, it is likely that we're currently in a bear market. And what I also think for Ethereum is that Ethereum is just going to be reflecting the Bitcoin chart here, but it's going to be getting hurt much, much more. Also, if you're going to compare ETH to Bitcoin, we can see that we have not seen such an exponential high and a new all-time high getting created for Ether. So in case a bear market is going to be being struck on Bitcoin, it's obviously going to be hurting Ethereum a little bit more, in my opinion. And I mean, Ethereum have seen a very strong bounce most recently, but ultimately it's still in a major downtrend. And maybe we're starting the macro uptrend right here, but it's going to be critical to break, of course, above this previous high right here. So ETH, in my opinion, is not necessarily the best time to accumulate right here. Same for Bitcoin. I'd rather wait to accumulate at a little bit more of a lower risk zone here. And yeah, that is basically the strategy for me right now here. So these are basically the trading setups I'm going to be taking next year. And enjoy your weekend, and hopefully we get some more price action tomorrow. so we can discuss our next moves here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.